Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch, and welcome to another installment in an ongoing series, What's in the Watch Roll. That means I'm on my travels again. I'm off back to the UK. I have been in Australia for over 15 years, but I try to get back to see family and friends once a year. I went early 2017, so this is me going rather late in 2018. So I'm spending a couple of weeks in England and Scotland. I'm also going via South Korea, doing a couple of nights stopover in Seoul on my way through. Never been to Korea, always fancied it, really looking forward to seeing Seoul. Apparently it's quite an exciting, modern, vibrant Asian city. So, what watches am I taking with me this time? Well, as I'm going for 2.5 weeks, I thought I would take 4 pieces with me. 3 in the watch roll and 1 on my wrist. What did I decide to pack? Let's flip the camera and find out. Before I get into the watch roll, first of all, some bits and pieces that only have a one-way ticket to Europe. This Casio Databank, I picked this one up earlier on this year. It was one of these itches that I had to scratch. In reality though, the watch is a little smaller than I had anticipated, and my sister spotted this one. She was over in Sydney visiting me earlier on this year and said, "Ooh, give me that." So I am indeed going to give her that. You can expect a review of this one coming up in the next couple of weeks if I can get it filmed before I get on the plane. And these two are also heading to Scotland and heading to a new owner, possibly one of my youngest subscribers. This is Arthur. He is the son of one of my best friends over in Scotland. There he is proudly wearing the Casio AE1000 that I posted him a few months ago. He's going to get these two as well, the little Forester. He can wear that when he is out and about camping. And this one here, this Dom, another Chinese special that I picked up on AliExpress, although unfortunately they seem to have discontinued the model, which is a shame because I paid an outrageously small fee for it. And there is a Seiko NH36 beating away in the back, so he can have this one as his first automatic watch. Only a small wrist. Perhaps he'll grow into these two Casios at some point over the next few years. I thought therefore that a brightly coloured Pearlon would be good. That'll mean it's infinitely adjustable, it can adjust as he grows, and here's a bracelet sizing tool for his dad to get a grips with as well. It was only a couple of dollars. So let's get back to the question on the thumbnail. What is in the watch roll then? Well, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of watch related business in the UK when I'm over there. So I may end up bringing back a significant number more pieces than I left with, but these are the 4 that are going to be in my hand luggage when I get on the plane. What have we got then? Well, the eagle-eyed amongst you will no doubt be playing the guessing game already. We've got a couple of old favourites, a new flame, and one that you might not necessarily be expecting. Let's start with an old favourite on the end. It is, of course, that Jubilee can only mean one thing, Seiko SKX. Yes, I love the SKX, you love the SKX, everybody loves the SKX, but I'm quite specific about my SKX PHILIA. I am a big fan of the 013. This is not a 007. This is the wee guy, 38.5, 20mm lug width, and a good 20 to 25 grams lighter than the regular Seiko SKX, and I just love it. You perhaps noticed that this one has been modified. It features a lovely piece of domed sapphire crystal and a lume ceramic bezel insert. I modded this one earlier on this year and I don't regret it for a second. It is just a fantastic watch, and even more fantastic with those mods. It's back on the original Jubilee bracelet. I did buy a strap code for this one, but didn't really take to it. I stopped wearing the watch, and that is never a good sign. Loaned this one to a friend that's already been to Scotland this year on his wrist, and he asked me to put it back on the Jubilee for him. So I did that, and I've been wearing it much more since then. Now, I'm going to actually take a little adjustment tool with me. Coming up to summer here in Sydney, so it's getting warmer. I'm on the outer link. I suspect when I go back to Scotland though, the cold weather will shrink my wrist and I'll be okay with this original strap. I'll probably need to pop an extra link in it for the summer over here, but there you are. SKX, I suspect I'll be wearing this one quite regularly. So from an old favourite and a stalwart of the collection to a new flame. It's Scotland in November, but I want a little bit of colour on my wrist. It's my new Stratton Special. Very much enjoying this Stratton and its outrageously wobbly Value 7750 automatic movement. I thought the Miyota 8215s were bad, this thing takes the biscuit. But it is a fantastically designed timepiece. Love the brown and orange 70s colours, and there's a fair degree of practicality given that it's 100 meters water resistant. Got a sapphire crystal, day-date complication there, and a chrono to boot. Love the AR coating on the glass, it really has made this one pop. Now Kyle, the owner of Stratton, obviously wears pieces from his own range regularly, and I spotted him wearing one of his specials on a Jubilee. I asked him where he got it from, and he said it was from WatchGecko in the UK, so I may well try to order one of those Jubilee straps for this one while I'm over there. This has got the high polish finish with the DLC clear coat, but really enjoying the Stratton, very comfortable on this leather strap. I'm looking forward to taking this one back to Blighty and wearing it there. 2 down, 2 to go then, but what can they be? I don't currently own a GMT watch. I'm not necessarily a collector who likes to kind of fill pigeonholes, dress watch, GMT, sports watch, chronograph, etc, etc. I don't own a GMT, perhaps that will be my big purchase for 2019. However, I own something much better than a GMT already. It is of course the world traveller himself, the Casio Royale. Now I've got a couple of these AE 1200, the Casio Royales. I own the stainless steel metal bracelet one as well, but I do prefer the resin band. It's super light, super comfy, and 15 bucks. It's just an insanely value-packed watch, this one. I think this will be on my wrist when I'm in Korea, apart from the fact that it looks pretty cool. It also has a bunch of built-in time zones in it. So it's obviously set for Sydney time at the moment, but one push of this pusher and I'm in Seoul, one more push and I'm in London. That's 3 time zones that I'll be concerned with in my travels. Tokyo there for good measure, and then back to Sydney. Amazing light in these ones, a couple of big powerful LEDs in the bottom corners. It's got a stopwatch, it's got multiple alarms, and it's always got the home time zone displayed up in that corner, so I'll always be able to know what time it is in Sydney if I want to call my wife when I'm in Seoul or elsewhere. Crack and watch this one, looking forward to giving it the wrist time that it deserves but doesn't necessarily get. That's one of the problems with just having far too many watches. So watch number 4 then. What is this metal braceleted wonder tucked away in the Zelos watch roll? Well, perhaps a bit of a left fielder, one that you wouldn't necessarily expect me to take on holiday. It's one of those Aqua Sea Submariner homages that I reviewed last week. There is always a little bit of madness, but there is usually a little bit of method to the madness. Now, no offence meant to Aqua Sea, I think this is a good watch. If you watched my review, it wears fantastically well, but I think it is a very suitable project for me to modify at some point between now and the end of the year, because it is a fairly stout base unit, Miyota 9015, super slim on the wrist, all stainless steel construction. And indeed, the modding has begun already. This is not the original strap. This is a spare strap that I had lying around from my Juno Ocean Rover. As you can see, it is a pure 100% knockoff of the Rolex glide lock system. If you haven't had the pleasure of using one of these glide locks, it is pretty much a game changer. You know, it is hard to go back to a regular bracelet watch after wearing one of these. They really are incredible. Gives you a whole bunch of versatility, adjusting the watch as you see fit over the course of the day, the course of a week, or even the course of a plane journey. This is going to be my plane watch. You know, your wrists puff up when you get on a plane, changing cabin pressures, changing temperatures and so on. So I wanted something that was going to be comfortable for me to wear end to end on plane journeys, and I reckon this Aqua Sea is going to be the one. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Miyota 9015 as noted, so hands are easy to swap, dials not quite so easy. I'm going to have to look at an 8000 series dial or perhaps even a ETA 2824 dial. Cut the dial feet off of it and use sticky pads to get this one, dial dots to get this one to stick. Not sure what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to replace the Lume ceramic bezel insert with something different, but as I said, a great base for a mod project for me, this one, between now and the end of the year, and a great plane watch to use on my 4 or 5 or possibly even 6 plane journeys that I'm going to be undertaking over the next couple of weeks, hence its inclusion in the watch roll today. So a couple of divers, a retro chrono, and one of my all-time favourite bargain basement Casios. I reckon that's a nice little spread. I don't tend to travel with my super expensive stuff, just not comfortable taking it overseas. It's probably not worth the risk in my opinion. So this a fine selection, I think, coupled with perhaps what I pick up when I'm in the UK. Stay tuned to my Instagram at JustOneMoreWatch to see these guys in the wilds of Scotland, i.e. Glasgow city centre, and various other locations over the next couple of weeks. I've scheduled videos to upload as usual on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturdays. Play nice in the comments section until I get back. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in one of those videos.